Hello students, this is Vishan sir. This is my third video today. In the previous two videos, we have seen the first chapter of the syllabus, that is Introduction to Microeconomics and Macroeconomics. In this first chapter, we have seen what is the meaning of microeconomics, what is the meaning of macroeconomics, definition of micro and definition of macro. Yes, scope of microeconomics and scope of macroeconomics, features of microeconomics and features of macroeconomics, and importance of microeconomics. Okay, exercise we will see afterwards. So in this way, first chapter it is over. Today in this video we will see the second chapter of your syllabus, that is utility analysis. In this chapter we will see what is the meaning of utility, definition of utility, features of utility, types of utility, concept of utility, that is total utility and marginal utility. After that, law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, and use and importance of the law of DMU for the consumer, for the producer, for the finance minister, for the government, for the international trade, etc. So again, second chapter is very important for the exam point of view, knowledge point of view. Okay, let us start. Utility analysis means it is a consumer behavior. Who is the consumer? Consumer is a rational person who always seek to maximize his utility or satisfaction. In a minimum budget, in a minimum rupees, how one rational consumer satisfy his utility. So this is consumer behavior. It means before going to purchase any commodity, what are the question comes in the mind of the consumer? Means whatever consumer is going to purchase, the consumer think about that product, how much I will get the satisfaction from this commodity, because the consumer is paying for that. So when the consumer behave like that, this is called as consumer's behavior, and it is nothing but utility analysis, because the aim and objective of the consumer is to maximize the utility, to maximize the satisfaction. Okay, so this is just a introduction part of the chapter number 2, utility analysis. What is the meaning of utility then? Utility means a want satisfying the power of commodity. It means the commodity which satisfy the human wants. This is called as utility. The straightforward meaning of utility means usefulness. If the pen is useful for the student, then only the student will purchase the pen, because the pen will give him satisfaction to write something, to make the notes of something. So this is the utility. If you see the definition of utility, a very precise definition given by Stanley Jones. According to him, utility is the capacity of the commodity to satisfy the human wants. It is called as utility. It means, if we elaborate this definition, it means the commodity have power to satisfy the human wants. If the commodity or the goods and services have the capacity to satisfy the human wants, this is called as utility. Okay, here human wants means what? Human demand. If the commodity have power to satisfy the human want, it is utility. If the commodity does not able to satisfy the human wants, it is called as disutility. The opposite of utility is disutility. Okay, so in between the utility and consumer, one more word is there, that is want. What is meaning of want? Want means it is a feeling of lack of satisfaction. Since we all know wants are unlimited and the resources are limited. Okay, wants are unlimited means what? If the person is having, for example, if a person is having a cycle, yes, and he wants to purchase the bike, two-wheeler bike, so his want increases, and after the purchase of bike he wants to purchase the car, and after the purchase of car he wants to purchase one luxury car, a precious car, and his wants become unlimited. So wants are unlimited. Second, we can say wants are recurring in nature, means it is repeatedly, it is frequently happens in the nature. The wants differ from age to age, gender to gender, and season to season, habits and culture. It means different people have different want as per their age, as per their gender, as per the season, habits and culture. For example, as far as age is concerned, so different people have different age. For example, a child is having different demand for the commodity, a teenage have different demand, and old age people have different want or different demand. Okay, gender based, different people means gender means male or female. So male have different demand, female have different demand for the commodity. Different season. For example, in India there are 3 seasons. Okay, rainy season, winter season and summer season. So people have different want during the rainy season. For example, umbrella. People have different want during the winter season. For example, sweater, hot drinks. Okay, and people have different want during the summer season, that is cold drink. Okay, cold drink, ice cream, all these are demanded during the summer season. So want also changes as per the season. Okay, want also changes as per the gender. Wants also differ from age to age, and wants also differ from habits. Okay, and different culture have different wants. Okay, so that much is enough to make the understanding of want, which is connected with the utility, and utility connected with the consumer's behavior. Okay students, let us go ahead. The first question of this topic is explain different features of utility. You can see, very important. So there are 10 features of utility. First I will give you the point heading. Number 1, utility is a relative concept. Second, utility is a subjective concept. Third, utility is ethically neutral. Fourth, utility differs from usefulness. Fifth, utilities differ from pleasure. Utility is differ from satisfaction. Number 7, utility is not easily measurable, means utility is a hypothetical concept. Number 8, utility is multi-purpose. Number 9, utility is depend upon the intensity of want. And number 10, last but not the least, utility is the basis of demand. Okay, so these 10 important features are there of utility. Let us see one by one. Utility is a relative concept. Why it is called as relative concept? Because it is related with the time to time and place to place. Means utility changes from time to time and utility also changes from place to place. Okay, for example, during the summer season, the utility of umbrella increases because many consumer purchase the umbrella during the rainy season. During the summer season, the people used to purchase the ice cream and cold drinks because that time that commodity will satisfy their want. During the rainy season, the people purchase umbrella. During the summer season, the people purchase the hot cold drinks and ice cream. During the winter season, the people used to purchase the sweater, okay, hot drinks, etc. Because that time the utility satisfy their want, the commodity satisfy their want, because it is a time to time. Here time means what? Time means season. Utility is different from season to season or time to time. That's why it is a relative concept. Second part of the first feature is utility differs from place to place. Means different place have different utility. For example, apple. If the apple transfer from Kashmir to Mumbai, then it has greater utility because Mumbaikars have more utility of the apple, and for the Kashmir people, they don't have much utility of the apple because they grow the apple. The apple is abundantly available in their Kashmir. So in the Kashmir, the utility of apple is less. But if the same apple transport from Kashmir to Mumbai, it has more and more utility in Mumbai. So it is also changes from place to place. Okay, for the Kashmir it has less utility, and for the Mumbaikars it has more utility. Apple is same, but it is transport from one place to another place. Okay, let us see the second features of utility, that is subjective concept. Utility is a subjective concept. Yes, utility is a subjective concept. Here subjective means it is changes from person to person. As we all know, different person have different likes, dislike, choice, preference, habits. Okay, so even the twins have different choice. So people also differs from each other because everybody think about different way. It is called as individual differences. Okay, so utility is a subjective concept because it is changes from person to person. It is also one psychological concept because everybody is thinking in a different way. So it is a psychological concept. Okay, because as I told, different people have different thinking process. There are different likes, different dislikes, choice, habits, preference, like, dislikes, etc. For example, a textbook have more utility for the educated person rather than illiterate people, uneducated person. Okay, the name of the commodity is textbook, and here the textbook have different utility for the person. Educated is also one person and illiterate is also one person, but there is a different utility. The utility changes from person to person because a educated person have the importance of that textbook, and for the illiterate people it is just a piece of paper, it is just a scrap of the paper, that is book. So different people have different utilities. Okay, so this changes from person to person. In your textbook it is given example, the stethoscope has utility to a doctor but not to a layman. What is the meaning of layman? Layman means a common man, a simple people. Means the stethoscope is having more utility for the doctor, because with the help of that stethoscope the doctor can check your heartbeat, so how you are that. So the stethoscope is having more utility for the doctors rather than a common people, rather than a layman. Okay, so utility is a subjective concept. Okay, now let us move towards the third features of utility. Very important, very lengthy we can say. Utility is a ethically neutral. It means the utility does not make any difference between good or bad. Utility does not make any difference between moral or immoral. It is just plays its duty. Utility does not know what is good for the economy and what is the bad for the economy. It is just playing his duty. For example, a knife. A knife has utility to cut the vegetables in the kitchen. A knife has also utility for the killer, to kill someone, to harm someone. But the knife does not know what the knife is doing. Knife is just doing his duty, that is to cut anything. Okay, so knife is having utility for the housewife to cut the vegetables, so it is good. Housewife make the food, housewife cooking the food, it is good. But if someone is killing someone, if the killer killing someone, so it is not good for the society. Okay, so utility does not make any difference between the good or bad, moral or immoral. Okay, so utility is ethically neutral for all. Okay, second example we can say a gun. A gun is useful for the policeman to protect the country, but gun also is having utility for the terrorists to kill someone, to spread the terror in the country. So what is this? If the gun is there in the hand of policeman, it is good. The policeman protect the country. The policeman give the security to the public. But if the same gun is there in a hand of terrorist or some illegal person, so it is not good for the society, because they create the terror in the country. So what is this? That is why utility is ethically neutral. It does not make any difference between good or bad, moral or immoral. It is just playing its duty. So it is utility. And what is the duty of the utility? To satisfy the human wants. The housewife enjoy in the kitchen to make the food, so it is the satisfaction. The killer enjoy to kill someone, so it is neutral for all these. That's why utility is a neutral concept, ethically neutral concept. Okay, student. Now let us see the fourth features of utility. That is, utilities differ from usefulness. First we have to write the meaning of utility. What is utility? Utility is a want to satisfy the power of commodity. And whereas usefulness means what? The benefit derived by the consumer after the consumption of commodity. It is called as usefulness. It means the commodity which gives utility for the consumer, satisfaction to the consumer. It is not necessary that it is useful for him or her. Okay, for example, a cigarette smoker. The cigarette smoker is smoking the cigarette. This is utility. But the cigarette is not useful for him. Why? Because it is injurious to health. Cigarette smoking is not good for the health. It is injurious to health. It is bad for the health. But the cigarette is giving utility to the smoker. That's why utility and usefulness are different. They are not same. They are different by nature. Okay. Second example we can say a drunkard. A drunkard is drinking the liquor. A drunkard is drinking the wine. He is getting satisfaction. He is getting utility. But the liquor, wine, alcohol is not good for the health at all. those who are drinking the alcohol, those who are drinking the wine, after certain period of time, at the age of, okay, they feel some lungs problem, liver problem. So what is this? It is injurious to health. But the commodity gives satisfaction to the consumer, but it is not useful for their health. That's why utility and usefulness are different. They are not same. Okay, student. So I have given two examples in this case. One is an example of chain smoker or smoker, and second is drunkard. Okay, I hope you got that much. And number 5th features of utility is differ from pleasure. What is the meaning of pleasure? Pleasure means the happiness derived by the consumer from the consumption of commodity. And what is the meaning of utility? Utility is a want satisfying the power of commodity. So utility and pleasure are not same. They are different by nature. Okay. For example, a doctor gives injection to the patient. A doctor gives injection to the patient. So it is utility of the patient. But after giving injection, the patient does not feel any pleasure because it's a painful. It means the commodity which has utility for the consumer, it does not give any pleasure to the consumer or the patient. Okay, it means the utility which gives satisfaction to the consumer, it is not necessary that the commodity gives some pleasure to the consumer. Okay, because injection, medicine, all these are not giving any pleasure. It is a painful. Okay, giving injection to the patient, it is utility, but the injection does not give any pleasure to the patient. That's why utility and pleasure are different. Okay. Number 6, utility and satisfaction are not same. Utility and satisfaction are not same. Why? Because utility is the want satisfying the power of commodity, and satisfaction is a feeling of happiness. Satisfaction, when the consumer gets the satisfaction, means the consumer is feeling happiness. Okay. Sorry. It means utility and satisfaction both are interrelated, but not they are exactly same. They are not exactly same. Both are interrelated. Utility and satisfaction both are interrelated, but not exactly they are same. Okay, because utility is a want satisfy the power of commodity, and whereas satisfaction is a feeling of happiness. It means the consumer gets the satisfaction after the ending of the commodity and consumer gets utility in the beginning of the commodity. So we can say utility is a starting point of the consumption of commodity, and whereas satisfaction is a ending point of the consumption of commodity. Suppose one person is consuming the food. One consumer is consuming the food. One person is consuming the food. So when he start eating the food, so he gets utility. But when he will take the satisfaction. He will take the satisfaction after ending the entire food from his plate or entire consumption. So utility is a beginning point and satisfaction is the ending point of the consumption of commodity. That's why they are different by nature. Utility and satisfaction is different by nature. Both are interrelated, but little bit they are different by nature. In your textbook, the example is, suppose a thirsty person drinks a glass of water. Since water has the capacity to satisfy the thirst, utility of water is cause of consumption and the satisfaction derived is end of the result of consumption. Yes, instead of here water, I have given the example of food. Yes, one person is eating food, so he is getting utility. After the consumption of entire food, he gets satisfaction. So this is the difference between the utility and satisfaction. Okay students, now come to the 7th features of utility, that is, utility is a hypothetical concept. Means the measurement of utility is hypothetical. What is the meaning of hypothetical? Hypothetical means imaginary. Hypothetical means abstract, means there is no clear picture, it is imaginary. Yes, utility is a abstract concept. Abstract means not clear, exact means clear. Exact means very clear concept, but here utility is a abstract concept, means it is not clear because it is a psychological concept. Utility is a hypothetical concept. Okay, there are two methods to measure the utility. One is a cardinal measurement, that is numerical. Numerical means 1 2 3 4 5 6, and ordinal means it is a measured by the facial expression of the consumer. If the person is very happy, we can see the consumer is satisfied, the person is satisfied. If the consumer is very sad, by their face, so we can say it is not satisfied. So when the consumer use this method, it is called as ordinal measurement of utility. And the cardinal measurement of utility is more emphasized by Dr. Alfred Marshall. Suppose one thirsty person, after the drink of 4 glasses of water, so we can count the number of glass 1 2 3 4. So this is cardinal measurement. Okay, and after drinking 4 glasses of water, a thirsty person become happy, satisfied. So we can say the person is satisfied, the thirsty person is satisfied. So when we say this way, it is called as ordinal measurement of utility. Okay, because the number of glass count in numbers, that is cardinal, and after drinking of 4 glasses of water, the thirsty person become happy, satisfied. So we can say it is a ordinal measurement. Okay, so in this way utility can be only expressed and found either positive, 0 or negative. Negative utility also called as disutility. Yes, negative utility also called as disutility. Disutility means dissatisfaction, no utility at all. Okay, so there are two measures of utility. One is a cardinal measurement and second is ordinal measurement. The cardinal measurement utility given by Dr. Alfred Marshall, it is calculated in terms of numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and the ordinal measurement is given by J.R. Hicks and Allen. These two important measures are there. So that is why utility is not easily measurable. It is a hypothetical concept. Okay, number 8, utility is multi-purpose. It means some commodity have multiple uses. Some commodity satisfy the human wants in a different way. For example, electricity. Electricity have multi-purpose utility. Yes, because with the help of electricity, fan is running, television is running, mobile charging is there, AC is running, washing machine is running, electronic iron is also running. Commodity is only one, but it has multiple uses. Okay, a commodity can satisfy the want of the person more than one person. It can also be put several uses. For example, electricity can be used to serve many purposes. As I told you, electricity has many multiple uses. Yes, fan, tube light, television, ironing, washing machine, AC, fridge, all these are multi-purpose uses. Okay, so utility has multiple uses, multi-purpose uses. Okay, base example, you can write electricity, or you can write coal, or you can write water. Coal is also having different uses. Coal, it is used for the railway. Yes, coal is also useful for the industrial works. Coal is also useful for cooking the food in village area, rural areas. So it is also having multiple uses. Okay students, number 9 is, ninth feature is, utility depends upon the intensity of want. Utility depends upon the intensity of want. Okay, it means, what is the meaning of intensity here? Intensity means urgency of want. So higher the urgency of want, greater will be the utility, and vice versa. Lower the urgency of want, less will be the utility. For example, a hungry person have greater utility at the time of eating food, but as soon as the hungry person finish the food, he has less utility of the commodity. Okay, let me read this para. Utility depends upon the intensity of want. More intensity of want, greater will be the utility, and as and when the urgency of want declines, utility diminishes. Yes, it is same. For example, a hungry person finds more utility in the food than a person who is not hungry. Okay, so these are the 9 features, and the last feature is utility is based upon the demand. Okay, it means utility is based upon the demand. Okay, for example, a student, a pen has utility for the student to write something. If the student does not need a pen, so he will not demand for the pen. If the pen does not give any utility to the student, then the student will not demand for the pen. Okay, if the student has utility of the pen to write something, then only the student will demand for the pen from the stationery shop. Okay, second example we can see, a sick person has utility in medicine, hence he demands medicine. Same example, either you write the example of pen or you write the example of a sick person, medicine. Okay students, so today in this lecture we have done the different features of utility, introduction of utility, meaning of utility, and definition of utility. Okay, so you just go through that much. Exercise of first chapter we will see afterwards. We just go through all these lessons. Okay students, so I stop my lecture here. If any doubt, you can raise a doubt in my WhatsApp number. Don't put the message in a group because it is your individual doubt. Okay, so in the next lecture we will see the types of utility, but you just go through that much till here, that is features of utility. Very important question for the board exam. So at least from 10 features you write 8 to 9 features purposely. Okay, thank you student. I stop my lecture here. Thanks.